4-3 with 4:32 to go in the first quarter. See some Cashton people, some of my teachers.
The old alum, huh?
Out there, yeah. Baseball coach and football coach. Phi Ed teacher. Made me run a lot of laps around the gym. 633 steps around the gym up there.
You know how many there are? You ran a lot of them.
Oh, 20 laps at a time. It'll be inbounded by the Eagles. Work around the outside, take that shot, good for 3. And it'll be a 6-4 ball game. Cashton up by 2 for the first time tonight. Working it underneath, trying to go up with a shot in a crowd, and draws the foul. And the Cardinals will go to the line. It'll be Nikolai at the charity stripe.
You know, in the early going here, Mike, what's impressed me about these two ball clubs, and it kind of tells me why they've been giving fits to these teams that are coming at them with undefeated records, is that they are very patient. This year, we really haven't seen it with all these teams, is they're very patient and they're willing to run their offense, and as a result, I think they're a much better looking ball club this year.
6-5, they cut her down to 1 and will try and tie it. They'll do it. We're tied at 6 with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Working around the outside, Milne. Goes back over to Peterson. Up with a shot, baseline, not going to go. Comes off the side of the rim. The Bangor Cardinals come down with the board. Another nice outlet pass off the glass, over the top, and back down to the Eagles. They'll take it to the other end. The kid over there going down court with the team, I thought he was going to get wiped out. 6-6, 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Eagles again trying to work it outside. Milne out there with it. And again to Peterson. Peterson baseline. They've got him trapped in. Nice pass right across the lane. They get it to number 43. That's Milne, and able to put it in off the baseline.
Cashton going to his zone now. First time we've seen that.
Works it inside, has it tipped away, gets it back, up with a shot, no good. And the rebound down to the Eagles. Milne clears the board. Nice pass all the way down court, over the top of the rim, rebound down, and the foul's going to be called. I think it's going to be called on number 33, Scott Mitchell.
Mitchell come running back, shaking his head, no, I don't think so, but the officials are right there. He reached in right in front of the official. You're talking about Milne and Chris Milne playing here. We saw a lot of basketball last year, and one of the players on Viterbo, Chad Milne, his older brother.
Yep.
And he's in the stands tonight, too.
Watch his dad do a little coaching and his brother do a little playing. Shot from outside, not going to go. And it'll be Eagle ball. No, it won't. It's going to be Bangor ball. Shot not going to go. Gets the rebound, though, puts it up and in. Was that number 20? I believe it was. Summerfield. And we're tied at 8. Ooh, almost lost it down on the other end. 45, Laufenberg into the ball game. Block shot, puts it out of bounds. Eagle ball.
Two nice plays there. One by number 45, Laufenberg, coming from the back door to get that pass, and then the block shot by Corey Nikolai, throwing it out of bounds.
Goes over outside the circle. Milne going to take it in, put the shot up, not going to go. Rebound comes down to the Cardinals. With 1:35 in the first quarter, we're still tied at 8. Brought down, sets it up. The Cardinals comes over to the near side. Top of the circle, nice pass inside, open in the baseline. Shot not going to go, though. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. And it was Milne again on the boards. Taken down in the hands of Mitchell. Shot from outside. Looked like it might have been partially deflected. Nice bounce pass, lays it in for two. It's 10-8. Good play down court that time of the Bangor Cardinals.
Give credit to Artie Summerfield with a bounce pass. These kids on that fast break, that's the second time we've seen a clean bounce pass by the Cardinals to draw an easy bucket.
Taken away. And the foul is going to be called on Laufenberg.
Looking at the fourth team foul for Cashton. And Laufenberg goes out of the game with that foul, and coming back in is Brandon Switz.
.10-8 game. Bangor with the lead and with the ball. With 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Over into the corner, back out to the top. Trying to get it inside, and a jump ball going to be called. And a possession will give it to the Bangor Cardinals. Number 40 checks in for the Bangor Cardinals. That is Bruce Noodleman, 6'3" senior. Shot from outside, not going to go, and the rebound out of the Bangor Cardinals, and no good. Again, off the glass, that one will go for Nikolai.
Nikolai doing a nice job on the boards, going up a second time to get the bucket.
Almost lost it.
Boy,
really able to hold on to the ball. Got to watch 3-second call. That time they worked it in. Nice play. Milne puts it in for two. It's 12-10. Got the shot off the backboard, but that's about it. It's a 12-10 ball game at the end of the first quarter. Bangor leads it by 2. We'll be back right after we take this timeout. Now we get a look at the new Cardinal there.
So they just introduced that right after the holidays.
Yep. New costume, new Cardinal mascot for the Bangor Cardinal games. Taking a little breather here during the quarter break. Good crowd on hand, a Tuesday night ball game from Bangor. Conference game, as we said, both teams coming in at 1-3.
As we get underway here, there's a little confusion on who gets the basketball. There will be Cashton inbounding it.
Shooting at the far end. Trailing it by 2, going for the tie here. Or nowadays, with a 3-point, they're not going to get anything out of it. They're going to lose the ball. Good heads-up defense by the Bangor Cardinals. Trying to work it inside, forced it a little bit that time. Still got the ball back and put it up and in.
Keep slapping at it, and you come up with a cheap one. Pat Hansen in there to get 2.
Well, that defense all over right now for the Bangor Cardinals. That shot not going to go. Rebound down, taken away by the Eagles. Milne gets it. He'll go up with the shot and draws the foul. Milne will go to the line.
Chris Milne not afraid to go up with it at all.
Milne 6'3", one of the 2 tallest players. Chris Van Ruden also stands at 6'3" for the Eagles. 14-11. Good ball player, one of the leaders on this Cashton squad. Makes them both 14-12. Brings it back to a 2-point ball game. Work it around, trying to come inside. Pass was deflected, but Bangor keeps it. Lays it off, not going to go. Bounces around, going to come down 2. Now they're going to give it to Bangor. They're going to call a foul against the Eagles.
And with that foul, we go to a bonus.
Second foul on Kirk Peterson.
So with that foul, Peterson's going to take a break. Chris Van Ruden, number 44, comes in. And right now we'll look at Mike Freed at the free throw line for the first time.
Rebound came down to the Bangor Cardinals. From outside, shot good for three. 17-12.
Merlin Jones from the top of the key. Nice little set shot, put her down.
Out of bounds off Bangor. Good hustle by these Bangor Cardinals right now. They're all over on defense. Meets him at midcourt. Milne inside, tries to go up with a shot. It's good. And that was Van Ruden. 17-14. Bangor back down with a long pass into the lane. Up, not going to go. Bounces around, and Bangor on a rebound again. The Cardinals. No shot again, the Cardinals. Wow. Something's got to be called in there sooner or later.
You know, Mike, Bangor wants this basketball game. And it really shows. And, you know, really the heart of that little rebounding exercise that we just saw was Merlin Jones, who's going to go to the free throw line and be rewarded with a couple up there. But he was just battling in there, and he's just a little guy.
17-14, Cardinals at the stripe. We've got apparently a discussion on who the foul was called on.
They say it was on number 50, Mushik.
Now that's who's on the board. The first free throw is good. And that one's good. 19-14. Again, up to a 5-point lead. Taken away. Cuts it off at midcourt. Up with a shot. Not going to go.
That was a nice steal. Pat Hansen stepping in there. Bangor wasn't able to take advantage of it on that play, but they still control the basketball.
Cashton kind of let that ball go out of bounds that time. They thought it was going to be off Bangor, and it ended up going off the Eagles. So Bangor got the ball back. And again, a foul called on the Eagles. And this one called on number 33. That's Mitchell.
Well, some heavy-duty traffic Corey Nicolai had attracted when he got the basketball. They collapsed on him, and he was working against three Cashton Eagles inside and wasn't able to pull it down, but he was fouled as he went up with it.
Mitchell picks up his second foul. 5:51 to go in the first half. 19-14. Nicolai at the stripe misses the first free throw. That one's not going to go. And the rebound going to come down to the Bangor Cardinals. Doing a job on the boards. Up off the glass, good.
As Corey Nicolai is just not giving an inch inside, and because of it, he's coming up with a lot of offensive rebounds.
Blocking foul going to be called on Brody Mushett. And that is the fourth team foul. It'll be inbounded by the Eagles.
Bangor's doing a nice job, good solid passes, running their offense, trying to get inside, and that's why they own a 7-point lead.
Drives the baseline, blocks the shot, draws the foul. And the Eagles will go to the line with 5.5 to go in the first half.
Nicolai helping out on that baseline as Switz got by his man, picks up the foul.
Switz, 5'9", a senior, hits the first free throw. Next shot not going to go. Cashton on the boards, though. lost it. Big outlet pass, try, almost picked off. Bangor comes out of there with it and drops it for 2.
Well, when you hustle, good things happen, and Pat Hansen has been hustling up and down. He's got 4 points, and both of them came on loose basketballs.
Trying to work it into the middle, down court, off the side, up again, not going to go, and a foul is called inside. And again, the Eagles will go to the line, down 23-15.
In a little stretch here where a lot of fouls are being called, but they're spreading them out, so no one individual is looking at any foul trouble as of yet.
That one is good. 23-16. That one's not going to drop. Cashton hasn't had a field goal for quite a while in this ball game right now. Hit a couple of free throws. Go down to there and pick up 1, come up to this end and give up 2. They're not going to be going where they want to go that way. That ball gets thrown out of bounds, and the Eagles will take it back down.
That's a tough pass from baseline to baseline, and Freak couldn't hang on to it on the opposite side.
Takes it all the way in. They collapse on him. He passes over, and they lay it in for 2.
And Milne did a nice job getting his own rebound.
Milne inside. They cut that lead back down to 5. Shot from outside. Good for 3. 26-18. Again, they work it around the outside. Milne comes out there. Bounce pass down to the baseline. Going to lose it out of bounds, and it goes off the Eagles. Four minutes to go in this first half. Come inside, getting it down along that baseline. Going to have a travel, I believe. And it turns over to the Eagles. Ball taken down by Mitchell. Tipped out of bounds by Bangor. Bangor with the 8-point lead. Been playing some tough defense here in the second quarter, causing some turnovers. That's some good offense, too. Some good outlet passes and good job under the offensive boards for the Cardinals. That little shot, good. From the baseline by Mitchell. 26-20. Up with a shot, not going to go. Air ball. Over everything. Rebound comes down to Switz. Might have missed a travel call. Cross court. Has it knocked away. Bangor almost got away with it. Cashton gets it back. Well, they're taking swipes at that ball all the time. They knock it out of bounds.
They're playing some good defense on both ends of the court. And I'm impressed by both these ball clubs, Mike, on how disciplined they are with their offense.
Lost it. Comes down into the hands of Hansen. And I believe it's Mitchell on the floor. No, it's not. Milne is on the floor.
Yeah, and he's grimacing a little bit as he gets up.
Says he's okay.
And we should be looking at a bonus here as Hansen will go to the line, and Milne will have to come out, I think, just because they stopped play.
He'll sit down for a minute, and Travis Mushik comes back in. First free throw good. 27-20. That one's good.
Be interesting to see how Cashton reacts here, being down by 8 points. I can see a little bit of frustration starting to creep in here. If they panic, Bangor, I think, is going to take advantage of it.
That shot up, not going to go anyplace. Going to go out of bounds. And it'll be Bangor's ball. With just over 2.5 minutes left. Shot is good. I believe it was number 24. It was. That is Merlin Jones. 30-20, 10 points, biggest lead of the night for the Bangor Cardinals. Almost lost it. Gets it over in a corner. Eagles having some problems, working around against that defense. Traveling. Yep. Turns it over.
Milne comes back into the game.
And so does Laufenberg. Go over to the right side. Clear across court. Underneath, out of bounds. And the foul is called on Cashton. I believe 55 would be Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson reaching in as he tried to defend Nikolai coming across. And with that foul, that's Peterson's third. Peterson only at 5'11", but he's a solid kid, and he's one of the kids they look for rebounding strength.
(31-20).
With Bangor just starting to roll here.
Hitting the free throws. Nope, stepped over the line that time. Makes it, but it won't count because he stepped over the line. Under 2 minutes now. We're down to 1:53. Oh, through the hands down the other end. Had Laufenberg open at the baseline, and he let it go through the hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, if he could have hung on to that, he would have had himself an easy layup. It's Corey Nikolai, number 50, the big kid underneath for Bangor. He's only a junior. He's playing some good basketball.
Bangor works it around the outside. Looks for help. Couldn't get it. Taken away by Laufenberg.
Yeah, there was no passing lane there at all. They just threw it right in the arms of a Cashton player.
Got it into Milne. Milne up with a shot. It's good. 31-22.
Milne in double figures. 10 points for the Eagles.
Taken away by Milne. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bangor's ball. Taken away again. Bangor gets it back, though. Going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Bangor's ball still.
They got lucky there. Number 45, Laufenberg, got a hand on it before it went out of bounds. But Hansen and Jones were fighting amongst themselves, trying to corral that basketball.
1 minute to go in the half. Inside again. Wouldn't go. Rebound again to the Bangor Cardinals. Up and in. Got his own rebound. Nikolai stays tough underneath.
Sure does. He got that baseline. He found himself too far underneath. When he got up for it, he
Oh, bad pass. Into the hands of the Cardinals. They come down. They put it in. 35-22. Full court pressure. This time they'll take it all the way down court and they'll draw the foul. Just made a bad pass that last time down here.
Well, it paid off. That pressure that Bangor is putting on, it's all man-to-man. All over right now.
Switz at the stripe puts that first one in, 35-23. 22 seconds left in the first half. Next shot goes. 35-24. Cuts it back down to 11. Try and work for that last shot down to 12 seconds. Down to 8. Cross court. Outside. Inside. Yeah, worked it around and puts it in at the buzzer. 37-24.
Good job of passing the basketball around.
Good ball control, working it down for that last shot. And we'll take a break, come back with second half action, and we'll be back with some stats right after this quick timeout. It's halftime at Bangor, 37-24. The Cardinals building up the big lead in the second quarter. It was a close ball game after one quarter. It was 12-10. Now, though, 37-24, some costly turnovers, some good play under the boards by the Bangor Cardinals, and some tough defense.
Well, that play under the boards has paid off for Corey Nicolai right now. He's got 13 points already in the basketball game, and he's doing a nice job getting his own rebounds and putting them up a second and even third times. He's looking good, the junior center for the Cardinals, leading all scorers. Merlin Jones has 9 points, including a three-pointer. And then Pat Hansen has 8 points, and he's been scrappy out there, and he's been picking up that loose basketball. 6 of his 8 have come from loose basketballs that he's been able to track down. Artie Summerfield has 2 points, 3 from Mike Freed on a bomb, and 2 points by Ryan Lockington. The Cardinals are 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Also in double figures and leading Cashton scoring is Chris Milne with 10 points, 6 for Brandon Switt, 4 for Scott Mitchell, and 2 apiece for Chris Van Ruden and Kurt Peterson. Peterson in foul trouble. He has 3 personals. The Eagles are 7 for 10 from the free throw line, so virtually deadlocked as far as the charity stripe is concerned between these two ball clubs.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Cub Foods, Highway 16 across from Valley View Mall, by Western Wisconsin Technical College in La Crosse, Nob Hill Restaurant on Highway 53 in Onalaska, Gas and Go in West Salem, and Wendy's Restaurants in La Crosse. Art Fay, Mike Schmitz, Bob Kummel along with you tonight, and we'll be back on the road again on Friday night as we, as a matter of fact, have these same Cashton Eagles against Onalaska Luther, a non-conference game on Friday night at Onalaska Luther. Next Friday night, a week from Friday, we got another good one. We go back to the Mississippi Valley and into that Onalaska-Holman rivalry. And right now, that shapes up to be a pretty good ball game, or a big ball game.
It's going to be a big basketball game if these teams continue to be undefeated within the conference. And, you know, Holman has come out with the state ratings and getting honorable mention this week. Onalaska, we didn't see him in the listings there, but it will be an interesting contest because both these ball clubs are natural rivalries, and you're going to look at two ball clubs in different styles. I think Holman is deeper amongst the solid go-to kind of kids they've got, but regardless, it'll be a good basketball game between two good ball clubs.
37-24 is our score here at Bangor tonight. Bangor leading Cashton. We'll be back with the second half after we take a timeout. Quarter. Bangor building up the big lead in the second quarter. And they will start with the ball here in the third.
Bangor outscored Cashton that quarter, Mike, 14-25. They just had a nice quarter, and they did everything well.
Well, they out-hustled, huh?
They sure did. Did a nice job.
Foul called, or did it go out of bounds?
He was called out of bounds.
Cardinals working around the outside. Just underway in the third quarter. Took a little stutter step there and called for traveling.
Freed didn't think so, but definitely did. Did a little fake and it dragged his pivot foot.
Talking with Terry Erickson the other night, Art, Saturday night, about the traveling calls that we had between Bangor and between Central and Onalaska the other night. And he said, that's not traveling, that little extra step where they're taking that step just as they pass or shoot. And Terry was saying it's not traveling.
But they're calling it.
But they're calling it. Some, like, you know, like I was telling him, we've had officials that call that an awful lot and others that never call it or don't call it.
Right.
And we happen to have a couple the other night that they called it just about every time they saw something like that. And I don't know if the ball is actually leaving the hand before that step is taken, so it's not traveling, or what the situation is. But
doesn't look right to the officials, so they call it, huh?
Some of them.
Yeah.
What's okay to Terry, at least? We'll have to watch him the next time we get Terry on a game. But, he said it is not traveling. Shot from the outside, not going to go. Rebound down to the Bangor Cardinals. So we kind of start where we left off, and we've got an offensive charge. Oh, called on Mike Freak.
That's a little surprise. I didn't think that number 25.
He was still moving.
Yeah. Had position, obviously, and with that, he has to sit down because Butler picks up foul number 3, is it? Or Freak does, I'm sorry. Freak picks up foul number 3.
Third one. From outside, that one's going to go for 3. 38-27. Eagles going to need a couple of those to get back into this thing. Going to need some turnovers on the other end, too.
Well, they knock away some of this lead here if they want to get back into the basketball game. You know, by the end of the quarter, be down by only 3 or 4.
From outside, that one's not going to go, and a foul is called. Number 24, Merlin Jones.
Now, Jones only picked up his second foul. The only Cardinal who's in foul trouble is Freet with that third foul he picked up so quick. For Cashton, Mitchell has 3, and Kurt Peterson also has 3.
Off the glass, that one's going to go for Milne, and it's 38-29. They've cut it down to 9. And a timeout going to be called by Don Addington for the Bangor Cardinals. 38-29 is the score. We'll take a break and be back right after this timeout.
There you look at the banner, one of the banners that are in the gymnasium here. You see the Scenic Bluffs Conference Championships girls basketball. That is 10 consecutive years that the girls squad has won the conference in the Scenic Bluffs. That's just unbelievable. And we were talking to Roger Finnig before here, Mike, and he told us that they have only lost 3 conference games
in those 10 years.
In those 10 years. Unbelievable.
Talk about dominating teams in a decade, huh?
Oh, wow.
38-29. But, you know, in all those years, they never did make it to the state tournament.
That's right.
40-29 as they hit it from the side. They bring it in off the glass.
And Pat Hansen picking up his 10th point with that shot.
Two-point shot comes up short and right into the hands of Nikolai. Passes off. Hansen, shot, no good. Over the back, going to be called on the Cardinals. And I believe, again, it's 22 Freet, his 4th. And he goes right to the bench. He didn't wait for anything that time. I'm out of here. That's 4. Sit down.
He was totally frustrated with that because he picked up 2 of them within 2 minutes.
He takes timeout, goes to the timeout chair.
We were talking about that, yep.
40-29, 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Almost lost it. Cashton just having trouble holding on and dealing with the ball with this tough defense from Bangor.
Well, the sole source of offense for Cashton is only coming from Chris Milne. He has got 14 points in the game, and he's got to get somebody else helping him because Bangor will collapse on him and it'll stop everything.
3-second call. He's got almost half of them. 14 out of the 31. 3-second violation gives it back to the Eagles, but they go against the full court press. They'll get it across. Oh, he had a man open. Faked it, lays it in. Good move, good play that time by Switch. 40-33. They cut it down to 7. This is that little run they've had to make if they can keep the run going. That shot from outside hits it for 3. That put a stop to a run in a hurry, won't it?
Oh, boy, Hansen is just turning it on.
Back up by 10. Now they got to break that pressure as Bangor backs off a little bit. Passes it. Ooh, he waited too long. Had the ball, he put it down, and by the time he put the ball down to the floor, coming back up, there were 3 white jerseys on his back.
Yeah,
he drew the foul, but he had the easy shot otherwise.
Kurt Peterson will go to the line. You're right, Mike. He did that rhythm bounce, and that cost him.
43-33. Timeout with 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. We'll take another one. Be back right after this. Milne was in there. Chad Milne along with Mitch Hauser. In the crowd.
Hauser playing for the UWL.
UWL.
They didn't spot him yet.
43-33. Missed the first free throw, missed them both, and Bangor gets the rebound. Fighting for it. Cashton's going to take it. It's going to be a jump ball. And the Eagles will get it on a possession call. Going to have the offensive charge. And the ball will go back to Bangor. (43-33). Tipped away as it was headed inside off the hand of Milne.
Summerfield tried to force it in there.
Bounce pass, going to go out of bounds, going to be Cashton's ball off Bangor's feet.
He's had full court pressure still put on. It's man-to-man all over.
Towards midcourt, Cashton with the ball, goes over to the right side. Down along that baseline. Back out a ways. Top of the circle. Up with a shot, partially blocked. Up and good. Put in by Laufenberg. Rolls across the top and into the hands of Milne.
Well, see, Bangor now is getting out of their offense. They haven't the last 2 times down, set it up like they had all the first half. And as a result, opening the door to Cashton here to get back into the game.
Laufenberg made a dangerous pass that time, got away with it. He was way into the basket and just threw it through a crowd, and it ended up into an Eagle hand. That was a dangerous pass. And going to be a foul called on Nikolai. Taking some chances with some of those passes, but we're working out okay right now for the Eagles. But you know, you look up in the back row of the stands on one side here, you got parents standing up with cameras videotaping these ball games. I'm going to stay in this business where we got the camera right here and got a good seat every time. Get kids into high school playing ball. I'll just keep doing it from this way and take that tape. Standing up there without a tripod or anything, at least we got a tripod to work with, and works out pretty good. Well, he's got 3, 4, 5 cameras going in the gym. Something he didn't see 20 years ago, huh?
No. Not a stitch.
Dad tape you a lot or not?
Not an inch. Not an inch of tape is around for that. Thank goodness.
They got an offensive charge inside.
That's against Scott Mitchell. And Mitchell picks up foul number 4, and he'll get some bench time because of that.
Yeah, not an offensive charge. They didn't have the ball.
Merlin Jones yet to score in the third quarter. He's got 9 points in the game.
43-35. We've got an 8-point ball game. Trying to widen the lead. Does. By 1. And he'll try and get back up by 10. Bangor's biggest lead been 13 points tonight. Cashton has been able to cut it back down to 7. That one's off the rim, but right back into the hands of Bangor. The shot no good. Cashton rebounds. Milne to Switz. Shot from outside, no good. Out of bounds, should be off Bangor, and is. From outside, that one's not going to go. Try a couple of three-pointers, wouldn't drop. And Bangor almost threw it out of bounds. They did go out of bounds with it. Fans didn't like the call.
Well, they sure disagree with that. Ryan Lockington did everything in his power to keep it in bounds, but the officials saw it differently.
Over into the corner. And we've got the defensive foul. And Switz, let's see.
Call it on Merlin Jones. Jones picking up foul number 3, and with that, it's going to put Cashton at the line.
Switz goes to the stripe. First one's good. 44-36. 2:07 left in this third quarter. That one goes. 44-37.
It's a big time down. They need a basket here pretty bad.
And they get it. Rolls it up from in the front. And drops it for 2. Got a foul called on Hansen.
Got out of position and Hansen reached in.
So the Eagles go back to the line.
Oh, Swit is showing that he can hit from the free throw line tonight. He is 5 for 6.
Hits the first one. 46-38. And that one's not going to go. The rebound again, down to Bangor. And you know, it's number 12, Brody Mushik, 5'11", underneath the basket, got away with that rebound.
Right now you're looking at Bangor having 3 guards in there.
Minute and 25 left in the third. Ooh. Almost got the ball, but almost took his head off, too. Milne going after it and was trying to get his hands on the ball.
That's a big foul. Milne picks up his third. We've still got a minute 20 left in the third quarter, and Milne, as we said, has been providing most of the offense for Cashton.
Bangor does not go to the line yet. They'll work it around the outside. They'll take some time. Passing it around, waiting for an open shooter. Got him. Misses it. Rebound, Eagles.
Probably not the shot you wanted. You're shooting over his zone, but with this lead, they could have worked it around and got a better shot than that.
From outside, 3 short. Rebound, Hansen.
Jones.
Outlet pass on the way. Puts it in.
Defense got lazy by Cashton, and Jones took advantage of it.
48-38. Almost lost it. Tried to force it. Gets it back. Down to 22 seconds in the third quarter. Peterson going to drive into the lane and put it in for two, 48-40. Up with a shot, not going to go. And that's the end of the third quarter. No basket there, it's 48-40. After three, we'll be back with the final eight after we take this timeout.
There you see in the crowd, we were talking about Chad Milne. He's the young man there in the gray sweater. He played for Viterbo last year, and he's an alum of Cashton. Had quite a nice career. You said Mitch Hauser's in the group too.
I thought I did see him up behind there a ways, but maybe not.
Very well could be.
Well, we go to the final eight.
Oh, Merlin Jones chased that one down. That was a pass that missed its mark.
I thought it was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody over there to get it. Bangor keeps it in bounds. They keep it on offense, and they keep working it around.
Well, looks like Addington got his group back together here and running their offense a little bit as we start the fourth quarter.
Ooh, dropped down, wouldn't go. Peterson in a rebound. Cashton wants to cut it to 6. That'd be as close as they've been since early in the third quarter. If they can do something here, they can't. They threw it away. Turn the ball over. It goes the other way.
Jones got a lot of playing time last year, and you can see that as a senior coming down here, rather than try to drive it and force it, he sets his offense up.
That one's no good. Right down into the hands of Peterson again. Couple of rebounds for Peterson. Here's where those missed baskets start showing up now. They missed the last time down. They could be going for a 4-point deficit now. They're still sitting at 8. They missed that shot. And it's going to go out of bounds. Off Cashton. Back to Bangor. So twice down, they've failed to convert. (48-40) with 6:38 left in the ball game. Bangor leads it by 8, and they've got the ball in the far end. Underneath, worked it inside over the top of everything. Again, the Eagles with a rebound. Traveled. Got the pass, took an extra step. That's 3 times down that they were unable to convert.
Yeah, Cashton just not able to take advantage of turnovers or their defense working for them.
Pat Hansen. He almost traveled. He might have got away with one there. Bangor works it around the outside. Oh, there's a travel. So Nikolai comes up off the ground.
The defense of Cashton caused that turnover because Nikolai was trying to get it inside. Found out after he got up in the air, the passing lane was blocked.
So Mitchell brings it down. Another bad pass, throws it out of bounds. 4 times down, they fail to convert. They could have this thing tied up.
Now, both teams have not had their offense clicking here for the last 2 minutes.
Well, you got to say, yeah, the other way, they've had it down there 4 times and haven't converted either. So
yeah, just no one scored in the fourth quarter.
Nobody's going at it right now. On the baseline, back out, into the lane, up with a shot, not going to go, but draws the foul. And that should put him at the stripe. Shooting foul.
Peterson taking that foul up, gets him his 4th.
Timeout called with 5:11 to go in the ball game, and we have got an 8-point ball game. Be back with more from Bangor right after this timeout.
There you see some of the student body for the Bangor Cardinals trying to cheer their team on during this timeout. You might see a little bit of pressure coming from Cashton right now because they've got to make something happen. As we said, 4 times down, they've not been able to get a shot in. You might see a little bit of full court or three-quarter court pressure coming at them.
Mushik is at the stripe for the Cardinals. He's a junior. Bangor junior varsity won here earlier tonight in a close ball game. And the Bangor freshman won in a blowout. So Bangor going for the sweep. 49-40. Hits one of the two. Tries to get it inside, tipped away. Another bad pass down court. Trying to get it in to number 25, Butzler. And defense just knocked it out of there for the Bangor Cardinals. Both teams coming in tonight at 1-3. And right now, Bangor keeps going like they are. They're going to go out of here 2-3.
That was on Mitchell, I think. Is that who they call that?
33, Mitchell picks up his 5th.
Yeah,
he's out of here.
Yep. No horn, just sat down.
No fanfare when you fall out.
No, normally they give you, at least give you a horn and say, you're out of here. And Mitchell just was gone.
Take a seat, buddy. Other end of the bench. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. Miss a free throw. It's 50-40 again. Going to lay it in, but it wouldn't go. And fighting for the ball, and we've got a foul called on, I believe, Hansen, number 14. Picks up his 3rd. Laufenberg will go to the line.
Merlin Jones comes back into the lineup for Bangor, and he got a nice little rest there. You can see he was getting a little tired there before they took him out of the game, but he is a real key for Bangor to control their offense.
Missed the free throw. Cashton is yet to score in the 3rd quarter. Is that right?
That's right.
Now, Bangor's only scored twice, but not a lot going on in the offense. Another foul called on Nikolai. His 3rd. .405 left in this one. Eagles going to have to make a run now if they want to do anything. Off the side, no good. And foul's going to be called on Milne, I believe.
Yeah, he knew it too. He went after his rebound, and he jumped over the back and got called for it, and now Milne has 4.
So they'll go down to the other end, shoot the free throw. Got the same Cashton team on Friday night. This is a makeup game. Earlier in the season, we had a Bangor Weston game scheduled, and that one was changed for some reason. So this one was dropped in, and then we looked at the schedule. We got the same Eagle team Friday night at Luther. So we ended up with them twice in 1 week against a couple of different teams.
It's going to be interesting now, Mike. Bangor has got predominantly guards in there with the substitutions that were just made. So obviously they're going to be looking to pass the basketball around a lot and look for that open shot that's got to be almost a layup.
Drew the foul. Apparently number 24, which would be Jones.
Well, Jones with his fourth. So you got two players for Bangor on the floor right now. Mike Freet and Merlin Jones both carrying 4 fouls in their hip pocket.
Got to hit the free throws, though. Missing them. Got the rebound, put it in. And I think, was that number 25? Butzler?
I think Mushik got that one.
Or was it Mushik? Okay, number 50. Right back down to the other end, and they score. 53-42.
Hansen got around Milne, and Milne just let him go because Milne's carrying 4 fouls.
Three-point shot wouldn't go. Another one wouldn't go. Got the rebound again. That one's good for Milne. 53-44. They cut it to 9. Under 3 minutes now. 2:52 left in the ball game. Back down Bangor. Tries to get it out of some trouble and does. Number 30 caught in there. That's Eric Barron. Drives the baseline, has it tipped away, and Milne loses the ball. They put it off the glass and in for 2. Nothing called in that get-together down there. Now we call it on this end, and it's number 14. Hansen fouls out. Or is it his fourth? I'm sorry.
I think he got him with 4, yeah.
He's going to take a break, though. Free throw is no good. They've missed about 3 or 4 in a row.
That's 4th in a row that they have missed in this quarter. Finally, they connect. But you can see Bangor is going to be patient. That clock's on their side now with a 10-point lead.
Yep. They'll take their time. Throw it around a little bit. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Timeout called. 55-45. Time is called with 1 minute and 48 left in this one. So they'll work it down and try and hold on to that 10-point lead. They take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout. Get a look down the sideline at the benches. Head coach Alderson and Eddington down a little farther for Bangor. Alderson and Milne on this end. Eddington and Burrett.
You know, 10 points, Mike, isn't that much to make up if you can hit a couple of three-pointers, but we have not seen Cashton prove themselves tonight at three-point range.
He's got to get in there and make a foul, and does. Swiss picks up the foul. His second. Start doing that. It's going to take a while to get through this last minute and 34 seconds. And if Bangor keeps hitting him, it's going to widen that gap. Hits the first one. 56-45. Second shot's good, 57-45. Some all-out hustle on defense by the Bangor Cardinals tonight. Built the lead, and they've been able to hold on to it. Air ball, missed everything. Tried from 3 points. Finally get him for reaching in, going down the left sideline with 1 minute and 16 left. And they'll go to the line again.
Yeah, there was a point there where Bangor just was out-hustling Cashton. They looked like they wanted the game a little more, and they were more disciplined with their offense consistently throughout the entire game. And they just had a great second quarter, And that's the story of the game right now.
58-45. Now they're going to pad that lead with free throws, as Cashton will be sending them to the line, trying to get that ball back. And they're hitting them. They've hit 4 in a row. 59-45. Oh, tipped out of bounds. Dribbles into the lane, puts it up, it's good. Put in by number 25, Butler. Long pass down to the other end, tipped out of bounds by the Eagles. 59-47, we're under a minute. 57 seconds left in this one.
Sweat getting the fouls. He reached in from behind. 2 seconds went off the clock. Merlin Jones has quietly added a lot of points tonight, Mike. Looking at this, I've got him for 20 points tonight, including 7 free throws, 7 of 8 from the line.
Free throw, misses. Follow-up shot's good. 61-47. And it looks like they're going to pull the 5 in there right now and go with 5 new faces in this final 50 seconds. We'll see. And let's see who all we're going to have coming in there. You'll see Chris Van Ruden, number 44, I'm sure. Looks like 45, Laufenberg. Looks like 42, Healy will be in. Steve Healy. 55, Peterson going back in. And number 32 is Scott Crook.
It'll be interesting to see if he gave him the green light to shoot some threes.
Maybe that's what he waited for. These are all three-point shooters.
Yeah. Could be.
61-47. 48 seconds left in this one. Gonna lose it. Take it away. Still battling in there, and a jump ball is called. Possession call. We'll give it to who? We'll give it to the Eagles. .40 into the ball game for Bangor is Bruce Noodleman. And number 10 into the ball game is Chad Lease. Shot no good. Noodleman rebounds. Long outlet pass. It goes. 63-47, a half minute left.
Chad Lease, a sophomore, gets himself a varsity bucket.
From outside, no good. Over the back, going to be called on number 32, Ryan Lockington. 22 seconds left in this one. Bangor will up their record to 2-3 in the conference, 2-6 overall. Cashton will drop to 1-4 and 3-5. Let's see, is it 3-5 or 3 and? Well, in the little write-up, it's 3-5. Down here, it would be, it's the same. It'll be 3-5. There you go.
Roger Finnegan.
Yeah. Okay, Raj.
He's giving
me a tough time.
Yeah? Going to
That's
sweep.
okay. We'll get it back to him.
Giving you some static about your lum, huh?
Yeah. 63-49. We're down to 13. Number 12 at the stripe is Mushik. Misses the free throw, gets the rebound. Down to 8 seconds. Up with the shot. Not going to go. Air ball. Cashton does not get down and get a shot off. Ball game over. 63-49 is our final. As the Bangor Cardinals come on in that second quarter and build the big lead and hold on to it. They pad that lead in the fourth quarter with some free throws and go on to win it 63-49. The score at the quarter breaks, 12-10 Bangor. They led it all the breaks. 12-10 at the end of the first quarter. It was 37-24 at half. Third quarter, Cashton made a run. They had cut it down to 7 points, and they trailed 48-40 after 3 quarters. And the final, once again, 63-49. The Bangor Cardinals up their record to 2 wins and 3 losses in the conference. They are now 2-6 on the season. Cashton drops to 1-4 in the conference, and they are 3-5 overall. Cashton's next game Friday night at Onalaska Luther, and we'll have that one on Jones Intercable, a Luther home game Friday night from Onalaska Luther, the home of the Onalaska Luther Knights. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Cub Foods on Highway 16 near Valley View Mall, Western Wisconsin Technical College in La Crosse, Nob Hill Restaurant on Highway 53 in Onalaska, Gas and Go, Highway 16 in West Salem, and Wendy's Restaurants in La Crosse. Take a quick look at the scoring breakdown.
Now, Bangor had some balanced scoring tonight, and it was collected mostly by 3 individual players. Merlin Jones entered the game with 20 points, and those came quietly as he scattered them throughout the game, as he was 7 for 9 from the free throw line. 15 points for Corey Nikolai, the junior center, coming up with 13 in the first half. 15 also for Pat Hansen. 2 points for Chad Leese. Brody Mushik had a free throw, 2 for Artie Sommerfeld, and Mike Freed had a 3-point field goal, and there was 5 points for Ryan Lockington. The Cardinals victorious, hitting 16 of 17 from the free throw line. For the Cashton Eagles, they were led by Chris Milne, their center, with 16 points. Also in double figures was Brandon Swit, who those 2 individuals we expected to lead the squad. Scott Mitchell had 7, 2 for Steve Healy coming off the bench and getting those towards the tail end. Chris Von Ruden had 2. John Laufenberg also with a bucket. And 3 points for Travis Mushik, and Kurt Peterson ended up with 4. The Eagles were 13 of 23 from the charity stripe, and Bangor, the key really, the second quarter here, Mike, as they outscored Cashton 25-14 and ended up with that halftime lead being 37-24, and were able to coast to their win.
Okay, that's the final tonight. Once again, 63-49, and as we said, Friday night we have got Cashton at Onalaska Luther. And that'll finish out our 3 games this week. Kind of a busy week, and we've got a busy month of January as we get back to some more games next week. Of course, Friday night, the 18th at Onalaska Holman at Onalaska ball game in the Mississippi Valley Conference, and back down to Viterbo College on the 26th as we cover the V-Hawks once again on January 26th. So we'll say so long tonight from Bangor, where it's the Cardinals over the Eagles by a score of 63-49.